played the lead role in the 1980 film Raging Bull? A. Robert De Niro, who was known as the Material Girl in the 1980s. A. Madonna. Which 1980s toy was a robotic pet owl? B. Bubo, who won the most women's Grand Slam titles in tennis during the 1980s. A. Martina Navratilova, who was the main character in the 80s television series Airwolf. B. Stringfellow Hawk. Which 80s trend involved wearing leg warmers? C. Aerobics. Which artist painted the iconic 80s piece, Radiant Baby? B. Keith Haring, who was the lead actor in the movie Rain Man? A. Dustin Hoffman, who was the host of the game show Family Feud in the 80s? B. Richard Dawson. Which 80s television show featured a group of soldiers of fortune on the run from the military? A. The A-Team. Which country hosted the 1980 Summer Olympics? B. Soviet Union. Who was the lead actress in the 1987 film Dirty Dancing? A. Jennifer Grey, who won the Super Bowl in 1984. C. Los Angeles Raiders. Which 80s video game featured a character named Link? C. The Legend of Zelda, who played the character Sarah Connor in the 1984 film The Terminator? A. Linda Hamilton. Which 1980s cartoon featured characters named Lion-O, Chitara, and Panthro? B. Thundercats. Who was the lead actor in the 1982 film Blade Runner? B. Harrison Ford. What was the name of the popular toy bear that could talk and read stories? C. Teddy Ruxpin. Who was the lead actress in the movie Pretty Woman? B. Julia Roberts. Who directed the 1982 film E.T. the Extraterrestrial? A. Steven Spielberg, who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom for most of the 1980s? A. Margaret Thatcher. Which 80s television series takes place primarily in the fictional town of Cabot Cove? B. Murder, She Wrote. Who wrote the 1985 novel The Handmaid's Tale? C. Margaret Atwood. Which TV show featuring a lifeguard team debuted in 1989? A. Baywatch. Which 1980s TV show was set on the fictitious estate of South Fork? B. Dallas. Who played the character Tony Montana in the 1983 film Scarface? A. Al Pacino. Who played J.R. Ewing in Dallas? C. Larry Hagman. Who won the 1988 U.S. presidential election? A. George H.W. Bush. What 80s television show starred private detectives Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd? C. Moonlighting. Who was the top-selling female artist of the 1980s? B. Madonna. Which band released the hit song Livin' on a Prayer in 1986? C. Bon Jovi. Who was the lead actor in the 1987 film Lethal Weapon? A. Mel Gibson. What city hosted the 1988 Olympics? B. Seoul. Which team won the NBA Finals in 1981? A. Boston Celtics. Who was the lead actor in the 1980 film Airplane? B. Leslie Nielsen. Who was the lead actress in the 1984 film Ghostbusters? A. Sigourney Weaver. Which 80s television show featured a character named Crockett? B. Miami Vice. Which 80s toy changed from a vehicle or beast? A. Transformers. Who released an album named Swordfish Trombones in 1983? C. Tom Waits. Which 80s television show featured the first alien puppet as a central character? A. Alf. Who was the lead actor in the 1984 film Beverly Hills Cop? A. Eddie Murphy. Who won the World Series in 1987? C. Minnesota Twins. Which iconic Apple product was introduced in 1984? B. Macintosh. Who was assassinated in 1980, leading to a global outpouring of grief? B. John Lennon. What video game system came out in 1985? C. Nintendo. Which band released the hit song Don't Stop Believin' in 1981? A. Journey. Which disease was identified for the first time in the early 1980s? B. AIDS. Who was the author of the 1986 novel It, which was later adapted into a successful film? A. Stephen King. Which country was liberated from a dictatorship in 1986 through a peaceful revolution? B. Philippines. Which country hosted the FIFA World Cup in 1986? B. Mexico. who sang the one hit song Toy Soldiers? A. Martika. What was the setting of the television series Dynasty? B. Denver. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for playing, and see you on the next one.